Day 2 found us in Grants, New Mexico. This morning we'd head up to Chaco National Historic Park, but with a side trip through the Cibola National Forest around Mount Taylor. This would join a route from nearby Milan that Chloe had driven before in her Chevy Spark. Then we'd continue on to Farmington, where we'd spend the night. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Day 2 of New Mexico Explorations. This morning, Chloe and I have gassed up in Grants, New Mexico, where we spent last night, and are headed around Mount Taylor to Chaco Canyon National Historical Park. When I originally plotted the route out on Google Maps, I was offered two different routes, this one and one through Milan. The one through Milan, which is about a few miles just to the west of here, is the more common route. This is a very indirect route that will take us up through the National Forest around Mount Taylor. But after all, overlanding is about the journey, not the destination, and so we wanted to make the journey more interesting. There's Mount Taylor right in front of us. If we drove out of Milan, would the drive be like this?
No.
No?
No, not at all. Very fun. A lot of mines. We'll see it.
We met some nice people at breakfast this morning. One was a commercial diver out of Oxnard, California. Another couple had a daughter-in-law who is a dietitian and is going to be looking for a job in Albuquerque. They came from Houston, and what did they say? Their son works at Baylor, which is right across the street from Rice University, where Chloe went to post-grad.
Yeah, okay, so here's where it turns gravel.
Okay. Steep descent here. Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Oh no, they're stuck in the fence.
Oh yeah.
We spooked him. Chaco is one of the most, unfortunately, unvisited parks and unknown parks. They should have a much higher profile.
So I get to check out the veracity of these claims yesterday about how difficult this route's going to be.
I remember reading about maybe they were going to grade one of the roads, but I can't remember which road they were going to grade.
Oh. Is that Mount Taylor in front of us? Right over there?
Yes, I think that is.
Just to the left of the road? Yeah, getting occasional peaks off this direction. It's really neat.
So you're going to drive kind of through there, maybe.
Here we go, nice view right
Yeah,
there.
the closest you get to these bases is like plateau. It's just like 5-10 miles. Wait a second. Why are we driving very differently?
Oh, we've gotten off the road? Okay, so there's no way to go the way Google had it mapped. So we're going to go this way, which the sign had said it takes us down to the highway.
we want to do, yeah, we need to go this way, left.
Okay. It's clear. How far do you figure we gotta go back?
Not too much.
Roughest thing we do today?
No, not quite, but it'll be close.
You don't want to hit that at 65, huh?
Definitely not. I did it once.
They look like they're traveling.
They made it out to Chaco. 20 miles. See, I thought it was actually, because for some reason Google kept saying 12. I was like, I don't think this is 12. Cabin rental is 2 miles.
I like this light with the bright foreground and the dark clouds. See a few drops of water on the windshield. Might be some rain. Driving into the Chaco Cultural National Historical Park, where the various ancestral Puebloan artifacts and homes and stuff are at. Today is the fee-free day, just by coincidence. I've only been here twice now, and both times I haven't hit fee-free days. Today does not look quite as busy as it did the last time I was here. It was a bit busier. So I built a map up with the various dwellings and other things, points of interest. Plotted these on Google Earth using information from there and making sure that I got the marks in the correct spot. Sometimes people put them off by a couple hundred yards as if that's not important. Chaco Canyon was the center of a thriving culture 1,000 years ago. The monumental scale of its architecture, the complexity of its community life, the high level of its community social organization, and its far-reaching commerce created a cultural vision unlike any other seen before or since. The cultural flowering of the Chacoan people began in the mid-800s and lasted more than 300 years. We can see it clearly in the grand scale of the architecture. Using masonry techniques unique for their time, they constructed massive stone buildings, great houses, of multiple stories containing hundreds of rooms, much larger than any they had previously built. By 1050, Chaco had become the ceremonial, administrative, and economic center of the San Juan Basin. Its sphere of influence was extensive. Dozens of great houses in Chaco Canyon were connected by roads to more than 150 great houses throughout the region. Pueblo descendants say that Chaco was a special gathering place where many peoples and clans converged to share their ceremonies, traditions, and knowledge. This is Casa Benito? Chloe?
Benito, yeah. Pueblo Benito, right? Casa Benito? No.
I think you're right. Is he making stinky smells?
No.
How long do you think he's going to hold that?
Probably for a long time. I think some of it was restored to make it stable. I don't know. There's some sign about this. Because it shows you how to identify the two different things. Recommend people take the other way actually if they had a car.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. Yeah, I just got the cheap Terraflex shocks on here. I had some expensive shocks. I was kind of disappointed. I'm glad we're in a Jeep instead of the Spark.
The Spark could take this.
Well, that's not what I meant. Just if it gets any worse.
There is a bridge. It's just a road.
It's a low water crossing. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I have double straps on the max tracks that are on the overhead rack. So I got two diagonally across it and two diagonally the other angle, 4 total. Yeah. And one of them had popped off. I noticed it this morning. I loaded the Wrangler up. I don't know how it popped off. I check that routinely multiple times a day when I'm driving. These tires are not very good on wet pavement. I mean, they are slippery, even just trying to accelerate from a stoplight. I guess it's a little bit more interesting drive than I remember it being. Coming out here to this Angel Peak Scenic Area. Just wanted to show it to Chloe real quick. Maybe grab a couple of pictures or video of it. After the brief stop at Angel Peak Scenic Area, we headed through Bloomfield to nearby Farmington for the night.